Hi guys, what's going on? So a few updates about FRN, everything else. So I love teaching people. That is one of my favorite hobbies. Is just educating people to know new things. Like if I teach you how to say things in a cooler manner. So I've been working with a ton of adults, different people, talking to them about how to learn how to speak like me. And I'm like, hey, what's going on, guys? Da 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 da. And they're like, I'm like, no, 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 no. Let me show you and go over it with you. And this is something I love to do, and I came across an idea that I wanted to push, and that was called letsgetteaching.com. So Let's Get Teaching was a concept that's becoming a reality very rapidly. So Let's Get Teaching was a funnel for Fat Rabbit Network. It was to give customers the ability to learn language, and people were like, why do you need to talk to a bartender? Why would you want to talk to a bartender? Da 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 da. And I said, well, if you could speak to somebody in another part of the world, wouldn't it help you to be able to find everything around there? I went to Japan and dropped over $100 for a taxi to the wrong airport because nobody knew English. So it was like, and if I had just had my system in place, I could have looked it up and I could have found where I wanted to go. And I would have saved over $100 for a car ride of 20 minutes. Whoa. And everybody's like, you could have Googled it. You could have, but it's always another platform. It's always some excuse of, you could have done this to prepare, but there was no resource. Like I woke up on a Tuesday and thought, let me go in a country that doesn't have this. And my VPN's been having shutdowns because, they change things here so much. And during that time, there was so many counterpoints. So we developed the FRN system to work all over the world. And we went through a lot of different sources to learn cultures about the importance versus the Americans and Chinese, about why they would use the bartending system. How does it work with bartending? How do you make a living as a bartender in two different worlds? What is the income of a bartender in China versus America? And it's substantially different. But how do you change things? That's the big key. Now, everyone talks about the media, the government with China, blah, 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 blah. But do you know that a lot of the foreigners control a lot of the industry? A lot of the industry is actually Western. And a lot of the bars and people that I know that run some of the major bars here in Shanghai are from home. And a lot of people that are involved are from different spots that are very similar to us. And the thing is, home USA, greatest nation in the world. But, the thing is that when you look at everything, and not to be super arrogant, I love America, okay? I'm proud American. I got my sofa to stand for it, okay? So the thing is that when you're looking at all this, and back to Let's Get Teaching, how do you get people to use things? And people are paying a lot of money to get taught that basic lingo. And I was like, throw me a few bucks and then you can go. So I started doing videos, different stuff, studying different patterns of how people teach. My teacher for Mandarin is really good. I mean, Daisy is phenomenal. She's the best teacher I've ever met. She's taught me a lot with teaching. And, it goes down to that we want to offer these listings to say, you can save money. And if you use Fat Rabbit, we'll give you it practically for free to start speaking. And we want you to practice talking. I want you to experience culture, and I want to give you every opportunity to do so. Now, to other people, I was like, there's so many hands in these markets, blah, blah, blah. It's interface. And interface is really simple in this day and age. This is a new opportunity to do things which could impact hundreds of years of generations. And people are sitting back saying, well, we put out this app, and it did this, and it was easy. It was super easy, and then it did this. We made a lot of money. And I was like, well, you sold out information and data to places that weren't very giving on that research and didn't really give much in return. And now we just got a bunch of drama. And now people are even getting bored of some Facebook stuff. I don't even like really posting on this kind of stuff. I want my system done, and my guys are like, Fat Rabbit's almost done. We're almost there. We were looking at our card thing, and that was the only update needed. But if I connect with all these restaurants and things like that, I feel like my responsibility is to educate everyone that I can about everything. That if I can go to you and teach you another language, like mine was like, Ni hao ma, Wu hun hao, Fi shun hao, just different kind of stuff like hellos, introductions, Megorin. I was trying to remember how to say some of it, but I know my PN. I know a lot of the other stuff that I've been learning with Daisy, and it's good. And I'm basic entry. So it's like Wu Jiao George. When you're learning another language, it takes some of that area, and I'm not as comfortable speaking because I don't get talked to enough. But that's what we're working on. And if I can give that to you and come up with interfaces that allow you the opportunity to get everything. I mean, I'm giving you free food, giving you free drink, giving you these things, giving you I'm cutting down your cost. I'm working with restaurants and this, and I come up with a formula that can work anywhere, and it makes it fast. And then I go into the education department and I'm like, look, I'm not going to jump too far into there, but I am going to go in the area to say, hey, these are helpful tips in the bar industry. Boom. And then we'll go in and start adding things like, do you want to speak this? Do you want to learn some Chinese? Do you want to know these? What happens if I could give you Daisy and you could learn Chinese? And it was like a few bucks, you know what I mean? And all I'm asking you is to sign into Fat Rabbit, help our restaurants that you're already eating at. You have to eat food. You're probably going to go out at least once in a while. Why not stop by one of our places and save money and have a great time, meet some locals, give a decent tip if you're in a tipping area. If not, you know what? Share some culture tips and go to people and just start sharing. That's the point of Fat Rabbit Network. I was working out at a gym back in 2013 with my buddy Matt, and we were talking about it. And I was making a brand called Smile, and it was a clothing brand. Well, I make clothing. And, all those things were like my dreams. And then I accomplished my first set of goals and lifelong dreams when I was like 26. And I was like, well, set myself short. Now I need to add to that. So, the new thing is impact the world, not make something where I make millions and all that crap. I don't really care about that. If I died young for this thing, I would be more than satisfied. As long as this gets done. That rabbit, to me, was the thing that kept me going. We'd put our foreheads together and close each other's eyes. And we'd close our eyes, and me and the rabbit would sit like this. And this rabbit was so amazing. Spaz was an amazing creature. But anyhow, to keep on the zone of focus here, you have this rabbit of inspiration. You have this entity of education, then you have the bar industry, and then you have all these things, and people are always like, how do I connect it? And it's like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like, come on, A, B, C, come on. It's easy. A, the consumer. B, the problem. Every damn thing. C, the solution. Fat Rabbit Network. It's really that easy. And then we just connect it with the different brands that are associated to save money. We're not going to put everything under the same brand. I like to keep things simple. The problem in China is they got a lot of apps like APP and all these where you log in and it's like, holy crap. It's useful in certain ways, but then in other spots it lacks. So they have this event system that was amazing. They sent over a driver. I can go pretty much to any country and literally like buy an event. But it was so much to find that. And I was like, dude, I would love to have this customer service on everything because they have an interface like that. And now they're just paying people. But there's better ways to do this. There are better ways, and we have to think around it. One of my guys said, don't reinvent the wheel. But the thing is, sometimes you got to put chrome on that bitch, and you got to make things better. And you got to go up and you got to say, you know what? I'm going to make this a lot better. I'm going to change it. And you got to do everything in your power, even if it looks ridiculous, to try to do something new, because the world is not complete. This is not the final direction. Anyways, this is a little update. We're working hard. I'm pretty pumped. I'm generating a lot off of this kind of stuff. So all I want to do is put all those resources back into making this better. Anyways, guys, take care. Hop on it.